Hello and welcome to Aha Moments. This one is entitled Get in the Game and was originally released on February 26th in 2024. So if you received that and you jumped on the YouTube channel because you read it and you want to have the conversation, then welcome. If you have not received it by email, that means you're not in the list. So go on to ahumanapproach.com and register yourself and get Aha Moments every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, and a great way to start your week. So the Aha Moment Mondays that I write and the one that we're going to go through today is they're all everyday circumstances that you experience or things that you're learning or maybe walls that you've hit or whatever. And we're going to take that in an aha and just twist it a little bit or maybe look at it a little different way, shift in perspective, and then hopefully get you inspired and running in a great new direction. So, I always say we learn one aha at a time, and that's how we grow, by having those little ahas, big ahas. Some are more monumental than others. Some are just little awakenings. But every time that we have an aha moment, we get somehow enhanced or we grow from it. And so I want to encourage people to create ahas. And that is why we do these in terms of shifting perspectives, to encourage everyone to always be looking at new ways to look at things. Put it that way. Be open to challenge yourself. Don't just accept everything as it comes your way and just react to it, but actually pay attention to the messages and the experiences and everything in a bigger way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read that aha, and then I have a couple things that I'm going to add to it at the end, and then I hope you have a wonderful day after that. So here it goes. Get in the game. Are you a fan? Do you have a favorite sport team you follow, or kids that you cheer on, or maybe a Netflix series that you can't get enough of? Diehard fans have the team jersey, know the schedule off by heart, and tune in to when the next iteration, interview, program, merchandise, or experience is planned. It's natural to want to be part of something bigger than yourself. And external enthusiasm can invoke the same elated or disappointing emotions of personal wins. The big differences are that not only are you not in control of those behaviors of the external initiatives, you also don't receive the same rewards or setbacks, aka lessons. Getting emotionally involved with something external can raise your dopamine levels and give you the sense of belonging, accomplishment, or grief associated with the victories or the challenges, but in reality, none of them belong to you. Living our lives through something or someone else can give us a charge. However, what is truly advancing is when we take the reins and get in the game. But what if we don't have a clear path, enough training, or even the resources to start something new? Aha. The quickest way to succeed is to start now and figure it out as you go. You can't learn to drive in a parked car. That was shared, a little post on Facebook that I decided to write an entire aha around. So let's keep going here. There is no more personal movement in trying to drive a parked car than there is in watching your team score a touchdown. Can you imagine trying to learn online how to swim? Eventually, you just got to jump in the water. Yeah, you might flail around, drink too much pool water, or get a leg cramp. But only once you dive in and learn is when you learn to do what's next. And that victory lap will be your own. So if you want to develop beyond the basics for which you are compensated universally, it means getting uncomfortable and taking personal responsibility for your advancement. It also means facing fear, disappointment, embarrassment, and being humbled beyond belief. The upside, however, is that elated feeling that comes from accomplishment, a higher sense of self-worth, enhanced confidence, ease with which to tackle new endeavors. And let's not downplay the amazing new friends and mentors we meet along the way. From where you are, just start. The competition is only ever from within. So how is that? How is that? This is about external versus internal. And you know how you've heard, about parents living vicariously through their kids. And of course, people who, follow team sports, I mean, they're all in with the jerseys and the games and everything, all the emotions and the sharing and the water cooler conversations at work and all the plans and, everything. And hey, I'm a sport person. So you're talking to someone who understands. Even, I'm not a Netflix person, but that, in that same description, there's all kinds of ways that we can be a fan of something, right? It could be art galleries, could be authors, could be, in that case, a Netflix or something, that the series it's on. But what we need to recognize and realize is that dopamine effect, those emotions that we get from it, the highs and the lows and the victories and the defeats and everything, are external. They are not our own. And so while that's fine, you want to, cheer on your kid, of course, and, and go see your sport team and go to the gallery and watch an episode, whatever it is, understand that to some degree, that is either a distraction or entertainment, or there's something that you're getting from it that's pleasurable, which is wonderful. And especially, I was a golf mom, so I mean, and a soccer mom and a baseball mom, and I went to all the games and practices, and it was really important for me to be there to cheer on my kid. However, I had to make sure that when people said, "Oh, he had such a great game today, isn't that wonderful?" that I did not own those victories, because those victories were his, right? Same with the teams, is that people can get very distracted, and I use that term very deliberately, distracted, with all of the events going on, that they're not taking personal responsibility for their own victories. So I made a comment in there about your compensation universally. So, and what I mean by that is that, whether you're working a job or whatever it is happens to be, that there's somehow the universe is compensating for the work that you're doing. And so, and I say universe because I always believe that we don't work for somebody, we work through somebody. So whatever service you're offering, whether it's this employer or that not-for-profit or whatever, you're being compensated based on the service that you are providing, right? If you want to increase that in any way, shape, or form, whether it's increase compensation monetarily, or increase visibility, or increase notoriety, or whatever it is that you want to increase, you need to do something different, right? You need to put yourself out of your comfort zone, and you need to dare to just try something new. The challenge with that is that so many people hit walls so quickly with it. So because again, it's many people, I'm going to use the example of writing a book. I think absolutely everybody has a book in them, whether it's they're telling their story or their experiences, or whether they have knowledge in something or whatever. Everybody has something in them that is just so precious that they can offer to humankind. But most people, well, I'm not a writer. Well, I don't know how to publish a book. It's the furthest thing from their mind, and they may not recognize the value of their potential contribution. So that is a great example to use when we say just start, just jump in. Don't try and drive the car in park, right? You're not going to get the experience. You're not going to be able to understand the momentum, the motion, the feelings of victory and the feelings of defeat, and how to course correct along the way. And again, I don't want to downplay the mentors and the friends and the people that you're going to meet along the way who are going to be part of that journey somehow. So, writing a book, as I said, I think is a great example, because most people don't consider themselves writers. That doesn't matter. That shouldn't be the deciding factor. That shouldn't be what stops them or starts them. And many writers, I know of people right now that are incredible communicators, and they know that they've got a story in them, but they too are somehow, hitting walls, that they just don't know what to do with that information or that talent that they have. They just can't seem to move themselves forward. So the point is that just start. That's it. Just start. Just make the decision that you're going to write the book, or you're going to, whatever it is that you want to expand. You're going to be a speaker. You're going to now do YouTube videos, whatever it is that you plan to do, that somehow are going to put you out of your comfort zone, but they're going to increase your demand, your skill level, your self-confidence. The one way, the single way that you can increase your confidence is through doing. So when you actually do something, even if it's tiny little baby steps, it's little increments, little aha moments, right? Little accomplishments that are getting you closer to your goal, getting you closer to being universally compensated in a bigger way. I'm going to use another example, and that is in health. So if you want to become a little bit healthier, you want to be compensated universally with greater health, then what does it take to do that? Little steps, putting yourself out of your comfort zone, maybe learning to cook, maybe changing up the timing that you eat, maybe getting more sunshine, whatever it is, you may not have any clue. You may have a little bit of a clue as to how it is that you're going to accomplish greater health, or even what that definition, because you have to have a clear definition of what greater health means to you, right? Does it mean more mobility? Does it mean more energy? Does it mean that that you're fitting into clothes better? Whatever it is, you're stronger. What does greater health mean to you? Clarity, could be clarity, whatever, make a list of what that is, and then just start. And when you have that intention, it's amazing the people and the circumstances that just kind of come to you along the way that point you in that direction. But the point is, the bigger point is not to sidestep your own personal victories for the victories of others. Okay, that's the message here. So it's wonderful to cheer on your sport team and your kid, and have your Netflix series that you really adore, and have all those sort of external things and people in your life that bring you some joy, bring you some entertainment, whatever. But make sure that you park that in a way that it doesn't consume your personal victories or the time or effort that you want to work on your personal victories. I find that I watch very, very little TV. And if I do have a game on, I do have a couple of teams that I like to follow. If I do have it on, it's kind of on in the background. And while I'm either listening to a podcast or I'm doing something else, it no longer, for a long time now, it no longer is the forefront. And I don't arrange events around it. Now, not to say that it's not fun going to a live event. I certainly would be, the first one in line to watch, kids or grandkids that are, doing sports or something, to cheer them on and give them support. Absolutely. But let's remember that, whatever it is that our personal victories are, our personal intentions are, our personal goals, whatever that is, if there's a way that we are somehow suppressing or we're not, a month goes by or a year goes by or 5 years go by and you go, man, like, what did I do at that time? Like, geez, I wish I would have, whatever it is, in terms of training or anything, make like the pool concept and just jump in, don't be on the sidelines anymore. Just jump in. I promise you'll figure it out as you go. And there's lots of us, and I say us in terms of me included, there's lots of us around here to help you with whatever it is that you want to do. So, anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that message, and I look forward to when we get together again to chat about our next subject next week. And until then, succeed deliberately.